The problems that we face in the broadcasting industry are in this order. Disruptive technology. History says at some point something will disrupt what we're doing. You look at the disruptive technology, some of these people that have 200 million users weren't around 3 years ago, 5 years ago. They've disrupted the world. We have radio and television broadcasters, radio broadcasters who are ignoring things like Pandora. It's disruptive. And we're comfortably saying, yeah, but radio listening hasn't declined yet. And maybe it won't. Let's hope it doesn't. But we need to be prepared for disruptive technology. The second piece is that perception is our reality. The perception of advertisers is that everything is moved digital. Whether that's real or not, it's perception. And advertisers are putting their money into digital, and they said to us at our radio forecast conference at the Harvard Club in New York, they said, unless radio and television offer digital solutions, you saw it on the screen, unless they offer digital solutions, we will no longer buy them, regionally, nationally, locally. So this is something that we have to embrace. And part of what we're trying to teach you here this week is what are those digital solutions? Because they say it's not a website, it's not a banner ad, it's much more than that. So we want to teach you about that. The third and final issue, which I think is huge, is we're seeing a generational change in the world of business.
And the next set of things we're starting to see is much, much deeper integration with what's going on in the car at the time. So I'll give you the example of everyone's friend, the check engine light. Everyone in this room, I'm sure, has had that wonderful experience. Stupid little light goes on. And you don't know whether you've got a loose gas cap or your engine's about to blow up. All you know is now you got to deal with the problem. That's not fun, it's not a great consumer experience, and really the only way to solve it is to go into a dealership. Well, today's connected vehicles can remotely diagnose what the problem is. Imagine the advertising possibilities. I know you need a new muffler, and you're gonna need it within the next 2 weeks. And I can send you an ad that says, hey, you're 2 miles from my shop, I've got the right kind of muffler, would you like a 15% discount? Say yes, and we'll schedule your appointment. You know, those kinds of things where you really push the point of need and the point of sale much, much closer together because you can see what's actually going on in the vehicle are definitely something that are interesting really to everybody. Consumers like it because you're not stuck staring at this little light. Dealers love it because it sells things for them. And car companies like it too because it improves the experience of owning the car.
If I were a radio station, I would really, it's been said several times on the stage already. Remember that you're in the content business, not in the transmitter and tower business. You're in the audience business. And to rethink the context of what radio is, which is to really foster an engaged community of listeners. People who are really engaged in what you're doing, who care a lot about you or your call sign or your hosts, and to galvanize them to support your advertisers. And it really does involve somewhat re-educating advertisers to understand that it's not about gold mining this audience, but about partnering with you and the audience for the mutual benefit of all. And if you can come to the audience with that kind of integrity, I think, it's very valuable.
Right, we're in the content business, and almost every one of my answers to every one of these questions is going to be that content always wins. Yep. You have to create great content no matter where you are. It could be on the air, terrestrial, it could be streaming, it could be your website, it could be anywhere. The idea of marketing through social, to me, is a little backwards. I want the people on social to do the marketing for me. I'd rather have 1,000 people tell their friends about something that I'm doing than tell 1,000 people what I'm doing, if that makes sense. And so the trick for me in finding new fans is getting my existing fans to get excited about my content. So how can I create great content? What is the content that I'm creating? Is it tied into the product they already know me for? Is it tangentially associated with what I'm doing? Can I get my talent to get involved? All those questions lead to content creation. if the people who are the P1s, the listeners, the fans, are engaging with the content that you're creating, there's a good chance that they're going to share it with their friends, and that's how you're going to find new people.
I'm not leaving radio, but I'm going to find ways to use streaming and podcasting to extend the reach of the programs that I already have that are on the radio, so that I can sell those numbers to advertisers in the same way that I sell those numbers that they receive on the radio. And you have to do that too, on the local level. You have to do that too. I'm thrilled with the term created by advertisers of value added. It's a great term. But what it means is they want stuff for free. Well, don't give them the digital for free. Don't do that. Find something else for free. There's other stuff for free. You're smart people. The smartest people in radio are in the promotion department trying to figure out ways to differentiate their station from the guy, down the street. Find something else to give them for free, but don't give them the digital advertising for free.